smart grid. The distribution circuit, we have microgrid rather than smart grid. So microgrid is also again very important for villages. But now Delhi has started its first microgrid about 10 days back. That is why I ask you to read papers so that you know what is happening in the world and in India, of course. Who is the next? Who was the latest Prime Minister, Chief Minister of Punjab? It is a Chunni. He is the Dalit, you know. So that's what people should know what is happening in the world. Uh, what is Israel doing? What is the France is doing? You know, we have our share market has taken over France. Now we are sixth in the world. So we are progressing leaps and bounds. Now our share market is sixth in the world. Only USA, UK, four more are ahead of us. But France has gone behind us. Now the second slide has come. The grids we know for years. ये grid जो है हम सदियों से जानते हैं अंग्रेजों के जमाने से. The central production adapting to demand variation. See, the most important equation in whole electrical engineering is power balance equation, load demand equation. Sigma PGI is equal to sigma PDI plus losses. अगर load नहीं होता तो electrical engineering नहीं होती. Load modeling is a very important topic. Please study that properly. There are three types of load model: impedance model, current model, megawatt model. Current model is mostly used in protection. Impedance is used in faults, fault diagnosis, and megawatt is used for load flow, economic operation, stability. So these three things you should know. Top-down energy flow, production consumption balance done by integrated utility companies, rather passive users. यूटिलिटी बता रखा है या कस्टमर बता रखा है. कस्टमर तीन प्रकार के होते हैं: डोमेस्टिक, इंडस्ट्रियल एंड कमर्शियल. I have shown here generators, then transmission line, energy flow, and then there is a consumer. Residential, industrial, transportation, commercial. Now transportation is also consumer. For example, Honorable Gadkari sir is bringing electric bus. Now we can cover Delhi to Bombay 9 hours, Bombay to Nagpur 6 hours. So it will be faster. Perhaps it is better than air travel. Air travel you have to go 2 hours early. Then there is a security check. Then you have to go in a line to board the plane and so on. When you come back again, same thing, reverse process starts. So perhaps this Duranto train and the Volvo bus is much better than air. Another thing I want to tell you is transmission line modeling. There are three types of model: short line model, medium type model, and long line. Medium, T and pi. Why pi is better than T? Anybody? Any student? This question is always asked. Why pi model is better than T model? Anybody knows the answer? I wanted to make this lecture interactive, but there is no response from students. Teachers are very good. They are responding. भैया किसी स्टूडेंट को पता है what is the difference between T model and pi model? See, T model has more number of nodes. Pi model has only 2 nodes, and there is a load can be lumped with the shunt branch, whereas T load is separated. And of course, there is equivalent T and equivalent pi or long line. ये सब चीजें आपको read my chapter 5 as I told you. Please do read 2 solved examples. They have been asked 10 times in GATE and UPSC. Example number 5.1 and example number 11.1. Solved example. So read these 2 solved examples, and who knows, tomorrow you may get it in exam. Yes, next please. Next slide. Vandana ji is there, Hetal is there, Palash is there, Narayan sir is there. Very good. Drawbacks. Carbon-based generation is not good. I explained in the morning what happens when the coal is burnt. Electromechanical. Power flows based purely on physics. Physics plus mathematics is electrical. Physics क्या होता है? That is electrical. आपका जॉर्डन का किताब पढ़िए lines. There are same Maxwell equations are there. Again, the question is asked in UPSC. A differential form of Maxwell equation, integral form of Maxwell equation. Divergence D is equal to rho. कर्ल होता है उसके अंदर, तो ये सब चीजें आपको आना चाहिए. Similarly, what is Newton's third law? What is Kirchhoff's first law? Kirchhoff's second law? All these things they ask. Ohm's law. Can you tell me what is duality? Any student? Dual theorem क्या होता है? Duality बताएगा भैया कोई? Example ही दे दो. Impedance and admittance are dual of each other. Current and voltage are dual of each other. Thevenin theorem and Norton theorem are dual of each other. This is called duality. So you can read it in any circuit theory book. It will be Wallwackenberg, T.S. Rathod. Then there is my book is also there in circuit theory. There's so many. T.S.K.V. Iyer's book is there. Best in the world is Wallwackenberg. I also studied with that book in 1963. So now it is 2021. Wallwackenberg book is still there. You see that. So electromechanical power flows based purely on physics. Limited control over power flows. ज़्यादा control नहीं है, limited control है. Now we can control by a phase angle control or a voltage control. You see, this question is always asked. What is phase shifting transformer? What does it do? Phase shifting transformer changes the angle and it changes the real power flow. See, P and delta are friends, Q and V are friends. That's why we use decoupled load flow. We make off diagonal terms 0 and it will be faster. And fast decoupled, we make certain more assumptions. And so that the load flow is faster. So I was asking you what I was asking. I don't know, myself forgotten. Yeah, for phase shifting transformer. So it shifts it makes Y bus non-symmetric. Otherwise, Y bus is always symmetric. That is the only way to make Y bus non-symmetric, unsymmetric. Measurements are for billing purposes, not much for control. Limited price information, static tariff. Tariff is very important topic in electrical. Availability based tariff, ABT. What I have given in my book. Normally they ask you a question. What is availability based tariff? Limited price information, static tariff. Very limited or one way communication. Fewer customer choices. Next, please. Yes, this is a very good slide. This shows कल आज और कल क्या था, आज क्या है और कल क्या होगा. Yesterday, today and tomorrow. That was a movie by Raj Kapoor. The first movie directed by his son Ranbir Kapoor. He was hero also and Baba Babita was heroine. Now this is the tape recorder. Now there is no use of tape recorder. Now we have pen drive, everything is there. And this is a transmission line, old one. This telephone, I hope all of you must have seen. This is landline. And you have to wait for something. Lightning call, urgent call, ordinary call. Lightning call was fast, but 8 times costly. Now cell phone, it is free, thanks to Jio. Now this is the old, this thing shown, you know. Then TV, old TV. I hope you remember the youngest child in the house used to go top on the top floor, गच्ची पे top terrace पे जाके change करता था वो, you know, so that you get the good figure, you get the good picture. Antenna change करना पड़ता था, and channel you have to change by going there, you know. That's why people were not fat. Otherwise now people are fat. Everything is done sitting in the sofa, sitting in the chair. They become like me. I'm very fat. Don't become like me. So this black and white has now become color TV. And color TV best book is by R.R. Gulati. He was a professor in BITS Pilani. He is no more, but the books are there. That's why I told you to write book, so that whenever you are gone, your books will be there. Today Stevenson is remembered by everybody. Very good book by Power System. Fitzgerald Kingsley and Cusco, electric machine book. Fitzgerald is dead, Kingsley dead, but the book is there. Oman has revised it. Similarly, this car used to have Ambassador, Fiat, and standard car. Now name a car and it is there in India. Whether it is a BMW, whether it is a Audi, anything, everything is there. Yes, please. Next slide. New things have come. This is a jet aeroplane. Then this is the new cell phone. The question mark is, अरे कहाँ है? Figure कहाँ गया? Question mark is we don't know what is there in future. Maybe I am sitting here and you are sending me snacks by online. I may get samosa and chai here sent from the Bhopal by Professor Thapar. Today it may not be possible. Tomorrow, yes. Then there is a wall TV, LED. This is the new car. Whether it is a Maruti and Hyundai, I don't want to say the name. Again, somebody may object you. Why you are favoring Maruti or Hyundai? It may be any car. So these are the new things which have come. So that is why grid is also new now. Smart grid. Next slide, please. Very good. What is smart grid? The definition. To start with, it is about the transformation, modernization, automation, and digitization of the electric supply chain. See, everything is modern now. Automatic control, control is compulsory course for all, mechanical or chemical, everywhere. I have also written one control book where the original control book, unsolved problems are solved. Similarly, my machine book, unsolved problems are solved in the new book, a red cover. The new book is a yellow cover. The solution is in red cover. The term smart grid refers to the use of advanced communication. See, power system communication. I'm the only person who written a book on power system communication. New age. Akhtar Kalam and myself. You can please write to Akhtar Kalam. He will call you to Australia. He's a professor in Victoria University. We have written. You can tell him you have written or you have read his book, and can he come in the summer? Work with him. He will give you dollars as well as room to stay and food to eat. Use of advanced communication technologies and modern computing capabilities. See, this is the ICT world, today. What is ICT? Information and communication technology. We are now second largest scientific and technological manpower in the world. As I said, I have been to 39 countries. Everywhere Indians are there. They're doing very good. If you withdraw Indian and Chinese from USA, their education system will collapse. Most of the professors are either Indian or Chinese. Chen Chung Chu or Gupta Sharma, somebody. Satellite communication is very important. Satellite solar power station is also very important. There is a sun in the space 24 hours. So you can convert power and bring it to the earth. So you have to upgrade and update the electric power grid, making it more intelligent, enabling it to operate more reliably and efficiently, and allowing customers enhanced support, opportunities, and direct involvement in controlling power consumption. Let me tell you one more very important thing. The reliability. We have generation reliability, we have transmission reliability, we have distribution reliability, and joint combined reliability. Generation, transmission, very good paper on reliability is by Booth, BOOTH. He is Australian. He is in Victorian Electricity Commission. You can apply for a job in Victorian Solar Power Commission and Victorian Electric Commission. Australia is a wonderful country to go and settle. They have got, Melbourne has got last 10 years best city in the world, and New Zealand has got best country in the world to settle. New Zealand is a wonderful country. There is only, as I told you, hardly 5 crore is the population, which our Bombay is approaching already 3 crore. So it is equivalent to Bombay. Very good universities are there. Massey University, Auckland University, Wellington University and University. So as I told you, you can write to this fellow, Neville Watson, and tell him that you want to come. Because you know me very well. You tell my name to him. He knows me very well. Maybe you get a job there. Maybe you get a PDF there. And let me tell you one more thing. All IITs and NITs offer PDF, postdoctoral fellowship, 40,000, 50,000 rupees per month, and you'll get a room in hostel. If you're unmarried, married, then the married boys hostel also, Nalanda hostel. You can stay there, very cheap, not much money, and food you can take in mess. There are very good messes are there, and there is a yoga mess also. A yoga mess means sattvic mess. Sattvic खाना होता है वहाँ पे. The term smart grid refers to the use of advanced, this we have done, efficiently ensuring customers enhance support. The customer has to be happy. Otherwise, see, now there are private electric companies are there. Delhi is being supplied by 2 private companies. You can always change. Suppose you don't like Colgate, you can go for Florence. You can go for any other toothpaste, Dant Kanti. So there is a choice. Now there is a choice for electricity also. And the time has come when they will give you raw power. You can make it whatever quality you want, whatever frequency you want, whatever voltage you want, you can convert it. That is the beauty in power quality. So you can change the raw power. जैसे आप खवा लाके गुलाब जामुन बनाना तो गुलाब जामुन बनाओ, पेड़े बनाना तो पेड़े बनाओ, हलवा बनाना हलवा बनाओ, जो मर्जी बनाओ. So raw power will come to you and you can convert into whatever quality you want. Yes, please. Next slide. Very good. Smarter grids will require new roles and contribution, prosumers, behavioral changes, best use of communication technologies, real time and visibility, automation everywhere, regulator, supplier, uh, aggregator, ESCOs, prosumers, Transco, Discom, Genco. I told you this. This is a generation, centralized generation, energy flow. This is a transmission line. It is intelligent transmission, intelligent distribution, everything intelligent now. Intelligent meter, demand response. See, demand side management, supply side management. These two managements are very important. You can do both also. Distributed generation, we talk in the morning. Resources, commercial, residential, transportation, and industrial. Now there is an aeroplane also working on electricity, purely on battery, no pollution, nothing. Renewable energy generation is there. I have shown wind, solar, and biomass. Biomass, we can also write a book. One of my latest student has done PhD, Gagandeep Kaur, in PTU. PTU means Punjab Technological University, Jalandhar. So she has done her thesis on biomass. So let us write a book on biomass. Yes, please, next. How many of you learned power system reliability in 4th year? Now I have added one full chapter in my new book. Professor L.D. Arya is a master in reliability. His son Rajesh Arya and our S.C. Chaubeji is there in Bhopal. He is also expert. So there is a failure rate, repair rate. Bathtub curve. How many of you know bathtub? If you go to 5-star hotel, you will get a bathtub. And there are two famous ladies died in a bathtub. One was Sri Devi in Dubai, another was Sunanda, Shashi Tharoor's wife, and third was your Jayalalitha. Jayalalitha didn't die in a bathtub, she died in a hospital. Yes, sir. Next slide. Very good. This is the smart system again. Looking to smart or intelligent grid initiatives, the Whole issue can be divided into three main topics. One is smart generation, smart grid, and smart customer. Customers have also become smart now. See, sitting in your house, office, you can control your fridge at home, you can control AC at home. Even if you've forgotten to close it, you can close it from your office thanks to the communication ability. Now communication can be microwave, satellite, anything. So many things are there. You can read that book, my book. I have given so many ways in which you can communicate. Customers have also become smart. They know from where to take the power, how to get it in your house, and what to do, and how to save electricity. Conservation. The conservation is very important. Energy policy, energy optimization. If time permits, today I will talk of optimization also. If not, some other day. Yes, next please. Was speaking 4 hours for a 77-year-old person, not a joke. If it is a physical class, you can ask questions. You can do so many things. You can go around, take a round. But here you can't do that. A smart grid is an umbrella term that covers modernization of both the transmission and distribution grids. The best book in distribution is, please note down, Tonen Gonen. Tonen. Indian book is by Pabla, Pabla. Pabla is a engineer in uh, Punjab Electricity Board. Very few engineers in India have written books. In foreign, so many. Krichmer was an engineer. Stevenson was professor, of course, but Kimbark was an engineer. GE में थे वो, General Electric. Kimbark has written 3 beautiful books on stability: steady state stability, transient stability, dynamic stability, and protection. Kirchner has written 2 books, 1957-58. 57 was economic operation of power system. 58-7 was interconnected hydrothermal power system. चला गया. कहाँ चले? फिर से करो एक बार. Advanced control, sensor is very important. Sensing and measurement, advanced components, individual approach. See the you know this famous story of elephant. जिसने जहां हाथ रखा वैसा elephant को पाया. अगर उसने उसके बॉडी पे हाथ रखा तो बोले तो वॉल है, पूंछ पे हाथ रखा तो बोले रस्सी है, पैर को लगा तो खंबा है, सूंड को हाथ लगा तो बोले पता नहीं क्या है. तो लाइक दैट, जैसी रही भावना जैसी प्रभु मुहूर्त देखी उन तैसी. ये एक बहुत अच्छा दोहा लिखा है सूरदास जी ने. तो स्मार्ट गिट जैसे जिसको लगा वैसा उसको वैसा पाया. I don't know whether there is time. Otherwise, I wanted to tell you one more story. When Tulsidas ji went to Mathura, he went to Dwarkadish Mandir. So there was a naturally Dwarkadish means कृष्ण भगवान की मूर्ति थी वहां. तो उन्होंने उनको हाथ नहीं जोड़ा. तो उन्होंने ये कहा, कहा कहो छवि आपकी भले बने हो नाथ, तुलसी मस्तक तब नवे धनुष मानो हाथ. तुरंत वो राम का रूप ले लिया उन्होंने. तब तुलसीदास जी ने हाथ जोड़ा. तो ये दिस आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द स्मार्ट ग्रिड. द वे यू सी इट, you can find it. Advanced control, sensing and measurement, advanced components, integrated communication, individual approach, collective approach. Then there is a core competence team to be built to understand key technologies, improved interface and decision support. Decision support system is a very important area. There is a MTech in system theory also in IIT Bombay. Professor Satsangi of erstwhile IIT Delhi was a wonderful person in system theory. Now he is in Agra, he is the 8th guru. और दयालबाग एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूट वही चलाते हैं. That is a very good institute in Agra. वहाँ पे और भी डॉक्टर चतुर्वेदी भी हैं, डॉक्टर भगवान दास भी हैं, बहुत अच्छे अच्छे प्रोफेसर हैं वहाँ. आप लोग अपने कोई वाई वाले ने बुला सकते हो, उनका लेक्चर भी करवा सकते हो. Yes sir, next. Next slide. How many of you read advanced control courses, optimal control, non-linear control, stochastic control? They're very good. Dynamic control, variable structure control. These are the various control subjects. When you do take in control, then you can do it. System theory. Best book in system theory is by Cooper or by Professor Nagrath or by Carlson. This is the Chandni Chowk. How many of you gone there to eat the paratha gali or Shuddha ki jalebi or Ghante wale ki dukan? See, this is the condition of Chandni Chowk electricity wires. There is a rickshaw there, there is a auto there, there is a bail gadi there, there is a ghoda gadi there. There used to be tram in between the Chandni Chowk when I was very small. I'm talking about 1950s. Now tram is gone. और पुराने जमाने में नहर थी वहां पे मुगलों के जमाने में जो स्क्वायर से लेके लाल किले तक जाया करती थी. This is see the now how good wonderful control room is there, neat and clean. So this was the old one. Now new one, old one, new one. When you go to Katawara Sarai, please do visit Load Dispatch Center of Northern Regional Electricity Board. Go there and visit there. Yes, please, next. Smart grid is journey. It's not a, it's a continuous journey, never ending. It's about constantly improving the complete power system. Like your performance, you improve first semester to 8th semester. Performance should improve, not deteriorate. That's a beauty. They say each faculty member should have at least 4 lines included in improved director IIT or vice chancellor. So you have to keep on improving your. That's why I'm saying you every year one paper, every 3 years one book you have to write. Guide one PhD if you're already PhD. आपके कॉलेज में नहीं है कोई नॉन पीएचडी तो आजू बाजू में देखो, पूरे शहर में देखो, पॉलिटेक्निक की टीचर को पकड़ो, उसको मोटिवेट करो, लेट हिम डू पीएचडी, तभी पेपर निकलेंगे. इट इज अबाउट कॉन्स्टेंटली इंप्रूविंग द कंप्लीट पावर सिस्टम. Effective integration of IT infrastructure is very critical. Consumer behavior and regulatory support are key to success. See, Central Regulatory Commission, one of my students has now gone, Dr. Atul Kumar. So you can contact him and see what are the latest regulatory rules. And then you can also join Regulatory Commission. Then NTPC also runs MTech courses in Delhi. Earlier, IIT Delhi used to run. Now they are running themselves. There is a training institute also in NTPC. Consumer behavior and regulatory support are key to success. Should effectively utilize the wealth of information to make appropriate decisions. Please order the latest journals in your library and become IEEE member. If you are a student, become IEEE student member. If you are a teacher, become IEEE member, then IEEE senior member, and I am IEEE fellow. There are very few fellows in India. If there is somebody senior member there, I will try to recommend you for fellow. मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा बात की बात है. Let us apply first. See, nothing is impossible. Impossible का spelling क्या है? I am possible. So don't think there is anything impossible is there. When I was studying in high school, I never thought I'll become IT director, but I did become by sheer hard work. Standards to address interoperability are expected to emerge fast. Cyber security, I told you, 3 securities: energy security, cyber security, food security. These three securities are very important. Cyber security challenges associated with the data needs to be constantly addressed. Value proposition of smart grids should be dearly evaluated. See, value education has become very important. IIT Delhi has started a department of value education. Ethics, the medical people to go for ethics. Engineers should go for value education. So kindly have at least one course compulsory for value education in all engineering colleges. You can see our syllabus in IIT Delhi, value education. Professor Gaur used to be there. Professor P.L. Dhar used to be there. Now Professor Garg is the head of department. He is a computer engineer, but he is the head of the value education department. So you can go and talk to him. Next slide, please. Smart grid is a continuous journey. And I request you to people to organize one SAR grid, SAR conference. You know what is SAR? 8 countries: Afghanistan, India, Pakistan, Bhutan, Nepal, and then Bangladesh, India, and Sri Lanka, Maldives. So let us have a SAR conference in your college, and I will get you one person from each industry, in each country, free of charge. They will come on their own, and let us have no IIT, no NIT could organize so far any SAR conference. So I am requesting you people who are listening to my, let us do it in your Rajiv Gandhi University. Your that Professor Thapar is there, and other professors are there, Ritu is there, and let us make it ask your SC Chobe to be the organizing secretary, and ask your VC to be patron, and president can be anybody. That's up to you, and I will be only advisor. Yes, please. Next slide. No slide. Narayan sir.
Sir, is this visible? This is slide?
No, sir. Is slide visible? No, sir. It is not visible, sir.
Not visible.
Not visible, sir. Kindly, sir. अभी एक बार सर आप उसको
I will again.
हाँ, unshare करके share.
Again.
इसके बाद वाला slide.
Okay.
वो क्या आ गया? Someone started recording. You have joined as an attendee. That's all आया यहाँ पर. नारायण साहब का नाम आया है.
Hello, Kothari sir.
Sir, I have started the recording, sir.
Take your time. Show me the
Yes,
next slide. I have no hurry.
Sir, right now I am showing development in India, power grid, central transmission utility. That's the slide.
मेरे को नहीं दिख रहा है.
नारायण मेरे ख्याल से एक बार मीटिंग ऑफ करके ज्वाइन फिर से करो तभी होगा.
Well, okay, sir.
Take your time. Dr. R. Guest, Professor S. Pankaj, Bhupendra sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, we are trying.
No, I'm just reading the names. Yeah, just come. Developments in India.
Yes, sir.
आ गया. Power grid. I told you,
Please
power grid
continue.
is responsible
Sorry for
for
the
transmission
interruptions.
sector development. VHEL is responsible for generation, transformers, turbines. NTPC is again responsible for generation. NHPC is for hydropower generation. Nuclear board in Kota is for nuclear power. And solar energy, there is a Gurgaon. And then wind energy, there is a Chennai. Power grid, the central transmission utility, is responsible for planning, development, and operation of interstate transmission infrastructure, and national grid. Now we have a national grid. Earlier there were 5 regional grids. They are all interconnected now. Now power can be transmitted from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and Dwarka to Guwahati. There is no problem. Recognizing the need and importance of smart grid and to give shape for, I have written one book on smart grid also. You can read that book. Get one copy in your library. New Age 2019. Futuristic distribution system. Power Grid has undertaken development of consumer utility interactive pilot smart grid city in Pondicherry. They have selected Pondicherry, wonderful town developed by French people. And my again another request to you is please know 5 languages: French, German, Hindi, English, and one South language, so that you can work anywhere in the world. I know 12. You should know at least 5. Bangalore Electricity Supply Company is working on a smart grid pilot project. There is one experimental transmission line built 1 kilometer long by CPRI. You can go there and do your experiment, do your PhD. A pilot project in northern region involving wide area measurement system, WAMS, very important. Professor Srivastava, my student in IIT Kanpur, has done a lot of work on WAMS using PMU. PMU is another very important thing. I included this time in my book, what is PMU. So you can start now teaching to your students PMU. See, one thing I want to tell you, all those who are listening to this webinar, even if course में नहीं है तो भी पढ़ाइए आप, so that your students are no way inferior to anybody in the world. सबसे best syllabus देखिए, Imperial College London, Stanford, Caltech, MIT Boston, and जो भी अच्छे अच्छे यूनिवर्सिटीज है वर्ल्ड की, सबकी सिलेबस देख के उसका यूनियन कीजिए, और जो आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी में नहीं है वो भी पढ़ाइए. उसमें क्या होगा, एग्जाम फाइनल में नहीं आएगा, बट योर इंटरनल एग्जाम यू कैन आस्क. फिर से ले, स्लाइड कहाँ चला गया? Please bring back the slide. Yes, very good. A pilot project in Anar involving wide areas, बता दिया था मैंने. PMU, associated hardware, software at control center has already been implemented. A lot of progress has been done in India. A lot to be done. See, miles to go. There is a very good poem. Pandit Nehru used to keep by the side of his bed, so that when he sleeps, he used to read. Miles to go. अभी अपन ने, I have to also, I'm still learning. Learning never ends. Learning goes on till the last breath of life. सबको पढ़ना सीखना है, सीखते रहना है, आखिरी तक सीखते रहना है, जब तक अपनी लाइफ है. नेक्स्ट सर. It's 4 o'clock now. इसके बाद क्या है, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. वेरी गुड. सिमिलर प्रोफाइल, अरे इससे बोला पहले वाला, इससे पहले वाला, इसकी पहले वाला लाइए. Very good. Similar pilot projects in the northern region, western region, eastern region, southern region, and northeastern region have been taken up. A similar project covering all states. There are 28 states now, and the interstate transmission system network has been taken up for the regulatory approval. The main feature of this project will be advanced metering infrastructure, AMI, along with central data control unit with the advanced technology, the Department of Electricity will be able to monitor the power uses, effectively locate power theft and malpractices, and ultimately corrupt them. Smart meters will provide the consumers capability to check their power uses and corresponding bills at any point of time. It is predicted that with AMI, department will be able to bring down the power losses from 22.6% to 8%, which will be significant in terms of energy savings for power scarce country like India. Power की कमी है ना, so we have to save power. Conservation is very, very important. Now come to the last conclusion. Yes, this presentation has dealt with the evolution of smart power grid system. It is still in the nascent stage. Abhi bhi lot to go, miles to go, lot to do. The whole power community is busy now in understanding and developing smart power grid system, which is no longer a theme of future. It is very much present. Kindly give BTech project, MTech project, and PhD in smart grid and microgrid so that they understand well and they do join these companies. Taken together, the trends discussed here show that the smart grid is expanding and developing. Even if the most successful entities and programs are surprising. So we have to go on doing progress, and you should revise your power system courses syllabus to include smart grid, power grid, and the microgrid and power quality. What is THD? Total harmonic distortion. That should be less than 5%. And if you want to remember THD, in matrimonial, they call it tall, handsome, and dark, that sort of boys they want. Yes, is there any other slide or no? There's no other slide? But there is one. More importantly, these trends illustrate the evolutionary nature of smart grid development. Arguments that the smart grid is moving too slowly underestimate the scale and complexity of rebuilding our entire grid. Time to lagega bhaiya, anything good takes time. Rome was not built in a day. Utilities are tasked with deploying a complex series of infrastructure investments that must work in harmony with their current already smart systems. Use innovative pricing that customers support and produce a net benefit. Under these conditions, slow and steady wins the race. कछुए की चाल से चलो, खरगोश की नहीं. आप जीतोगे. We can expect smart grid development to occur in stages over decades, ultimately transforming the power industry into a very different business. Next, is there any more? Is it all, sir? Thank you slide होगा ज़्यादा ज़्यादा. Oh, this is there. This is electrical infrastructure, intelligence infrastructure. This is replaced by this. So this is a very good slide. It shows पहले क्या था अब क्या है? Yes. So I must thank all of you, all the organizers, Professor Thapar, Professor Bhupendra ji, Ritu ji, सबको, and all participants of all. Because without that, this, any question, still time is there. हाँ भूपेंद्र जी को पूछिए, कोई इंटरेस्टेड है क्या?
मैं पार्टिसिपेंट से पहले सर पार्टिसिपेंट से पूछना चाह रहा हूँ कि वो उनके पास कोई क्वेश्चंस हैं क्या? सर के पास बहुत बड़ा वास्ट नॉलेज है, आप क्वेश्चन जरूर पूछ सकते हैं उनसे। हम लोग तो आज से 25-30 साल पहले भी उनकी बुक से पढ़ते थे और आज भी पढ़ रहे हैं।
थैंक यू सर।
There are many participants from South India also, sir, in this FTP.
Okay.
Any of them like to ask?
South India, I can speak their language if they want. Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam.
Yeah.
मैंने बताया ना 12 लैंग्वेज आते हैं, आपको एटलीस्ट आप लोगों सब स्टूडेंट को 5 लैंग्वेज आना चाहिए। तमिल बोल के बताता हूँ मैं, रुम्मा नल्ला इरक, वांग ओकरंगो, नी वीटक पोरम, नल्ला, पुर्ताची, दिस इज ऑल तमिल। तेलुगु में रंडी कुर्चंडी, धन्यवाद लू। कन्नड़ा में है कैन समाचार, नमस्कार, स्वल्प स्वल्प, दिस इज कन्नड़ा। परवाइल्ले, परवालेदु, परवाइल्ला, डोंट वरी, परवाइल्ले मीन्स डोंट वरी, तमिल।
So I hope sir no.
आप किस कॉलेज से संलग्न है अभी? आपका कॉलेज कौन सा है?
सर मैं UIT-RGPV में हूँ सर।
क्या बात है, हमारे सेठी जी हुआ करते थे, वो कहाँ गए? हैदराबाद गए?
सर अभी यही है, उनका भी कल लेक्चर है सर।
तेरे नाम पढ़ा मैंने उनको मेरे नमस्ते कहिएगा।
वो जी सर बिल्कुल सर, वो RKDF यूनिवर्सिटी में है सर।
हाँ।
और मेरे ख्याल से I don't feel के any questions are there, so now we can formally conclude our session sir.
Okay sir, thank you very much. Anything you want me to do further in future, you are most welcome.
Thank you very much.
Electric vehicles, robotics, optimization, reliability, and how to write book, how to write paper, how to do a sponsored project, consultancy, how to go abroad. ये सब चीजें बताना चाहता हूँ, जब भी आप कहोगे, कोई जल्दी नहीं है।
जी सर।
I'll stay there another 3 years at least.
No sir, we wish you live for a long time sir, and we get benefited by your vast experience sir.
Thank you Bhupendra ji, so nice of you.
Thank you.
Okay then, all the best. बोलिए, कुछ पूछना है यार?
नहीं बस मैं तो थैंक यू बोल रहा सर।
ओके सर, बाय, नमस्कार।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर।
वेलकम। नारायण जी, आप कहाँ पे हैं?
सर यही UIT में हूँ अभी।
अच्छा, वेरी गुड, दैट्स अ वंडरफुल फैकल्टी मेंबर्स आर देयर।
यस सर।
नारायण, अब हम अटेंडेंस और फीडबैक फॉर्म फ्लोट कर सकते हैं।
अच्छा,
यस सर, we have just floated in the chat box. Participants are requested to please go through and fill.
feedback give me how to improve. I want to improve myself. किसी का कोई नेगेटिव फीडबैक आएगा तो मेरे को जरूर भेजना।
बिल्कुल सर, श्योर सर।
ओके, थैंक यू।
किसी का नहीं आएगा सर, सबने आपकी बुक से ही पढ़ा और सीखा है। ये जनरेशन वही वाली है
सर। ये जनरेशन वो जनरेशन है जिनके टीचर के टीचर के टीचरों ने आपकी बुक से पढ़ा है सर। Yeah, that is it.
Thank you very much. Namaskar. All the best for remaining days.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Namaskar.
So participants, thank you very much. Tomorrow, the next session will start at 10, and I hope you are having the schedule of the program. Thank you very much.
हो गया?